If you want to know what God says about you in scripture, all you got to do is just go to Genesis. Genesis 1. I promise you, it will stop right there. Now, that's not the only thing he says, but you can stop right there, just in Genesis 1. If you go to Genesis 1, 26 through 28, scripture says that he created man. He said, let's make man in our image, meaning God and the word being Christ, Yeshua, right? In attendance, they said, let's make man in our image. Now, God is already creator. And if you look at the Hebrew word boreh, or Boreh, it means to create. It means the creator, right? He created us, right? And the only time you want to make something that's in your image is when you want it to emulate you, right? So when people see you, they should see they shouldn't see the facial features of God, but they should see the attributes of God. So what were his attributes up until that time? In Genesis 1, we're already in a couple days, almost to the last day of God creating the earth, God creating heavens, God creating separating the water and making day from night, God creating the food, being the herbs, the grass, the trees, being creatures of all kinds. We're talking about the flying ones. We're talking about the creeping ones. We're talking about the ones that swim under the deep. Then the very last thing he creates is man, something that he can have connection with, right? Something that he can share resemblance with, right? We may not have the full extent of our Father's power, but we have just enough to come down here on earth and do what it is that he called us to do. God didn't create man until he already had something established for man. He had already created the Garden of Eden, right? And the sole purpose of man was to become a manager, for him to have delegated authority. So I could go a lot deeper with this, but just know I do got some content coming on YouTube about this subject. But just know you were created for works. You were given authority from the king to be a king or queen in your respective right. Delegated authority. We're going to go deeper, but follow me for more.